Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Rockin' Reaction Rollers. It's Friday night. We're playing your guys' request, and we're on the second song for the night. So, anyway, we're just going to get started with it. This second video is going to go out to Velvet. Velvet, I thought I played this song for you already, but I think it was because we did the tribute to this lady, and then I was going to play this song that you requested of hers right after that, and then something came up and it didn't happen, and so I almost forgot about it, even though I still had it on the list to play. So I'm going to be sure to get it out here tonight. We're going to go back to 2004, and we're going to play the request for Velvet called Jetpack, and this is from Jill Sobule, and she just passed away on May the 1st in a house fire, and she was 66 years old, and there is still, it's still under investigation too, from what I read, but anyway, this is a great song. I listened to it before I played it earlier because I wasn't sure if I'd heard it before. And so we're just going to get right to it. Like I said, I don't know if I said this, but Velvet was friends with Jill Sobule. So we're going to get to this request.
If I had a jetpack, the first thing that I'd do is fly above the gridlock and come to you. I peek into the windows on Fifth Avenue to see how the other side lives. And if I had a jetpack, I would strap it on. I'd get out of this one room and I'd be gone to where there's real houses and big front yards. If I had a jetpack, I'd take you up with me. At last we'd both be free past the Statue of Liberty in my jetpack. If I had a jetpack, I'd fly above the bridge. I'd wave to all my friends who thought I'd never rise again. I'd fly over the stadium to watch my team win, watch the Mets win. If I had a jetpack, I'd bust into your door. I'd take you by the hand to the Jersey Shore. And underneath the moonlight, you'd want me even more, 'cause I'd have a jetpack.
Oh, let's stop this song for a second. I love this girl's voice, and she sounds like a bird, and she doesn't have a jetpack, but she has her angel wings now, so she can fly around and do the stuff that she's saying in the song. But what a beautiful song. And so this is a request for Velvet. We're doing the 2004 Jetpack by Jill Sobule, and she was an artist back in the 90s, and so this is an okay one to play. Like I said, she passed away in a house fire May the 1st, this lady did, and at 66 years old. So anyway, we're just going to get back to this great song.
If I dropped you, you would die. But I want you by my side in my jetpack. I don't have a jetpack, I don't even have a car. I just have this token in a head full of stars. I wish you did live uptown so far.
Oh, I really, really liked that. Thank you, Velvet, for that request. I'm going to read just a little bit about Jill here. We just had her on as a tribute not too long ago. So I've written, there's not really a whole lot out there, but Jill Susan Sobule was an American singer, songwriter, best known for her 1995 single, I Kissed a Girl, and then also the song Supermodel from the soundtrack of the 1995 film Clueless. So I don't know how many of you seen that. I have, but anyway, good little movie too. And so I thought it'd be fun to talk about a jetpack here and what a jetpack is for those of you that don't know. A jetpack is essentially a personal flying machine, and while still largely a concept, there has been some real-world applications and continue to be developed. I'm thinking, where I used to work, I could have used a jetpack. I could have. I could have just flew to work instead of having to drive all that way. So in 1961, the rocket belt jetpack had its first free flight using technology that Bell had originally developed for the U.S. space program. The design was strikingly simple, but shamelessly hazardous. And there have been many around the world that have built their own versions of the hydrogen peroxide powered rocket belt. And this is over the years, but nothing particularly new from a technological report or point of view. So I guess they just fizzled out. But if you don't know what one looks like, it's just like this thing is strapped to your back and kind of like in the comics back in the day, on the Jetsons and all that stuff. Put this little thing on and fire comes out the end and you take off. I'd be afraid to come down though. What happens when you come down? I'd definitely have to have a parachute attached. But anyway, thank you for that request again, Velvet. A beautiful song by a beautiful lady. Rest in peace, Jill Sobule. Guys, we're going to put either one or two more out. I've got two written up, but I'm starting to, feel it. I'm starting to get tired. So I think the next one I'm going to do is going to be for the winner of the most views request. And then if I feel like putting the fourth one out, I will. If not, then the next one will be the last one. So anyway, be sure to tune back in here in a minute. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. Be sure to consider becoming a member. You can read about that under the video. But it's so important, guys, to hit like also. Whether you like it or not, because that pushes it on out in the algorithm, and that's what we're trying to do, is to get out there a little more than what we are. So anyway, we're going to go for now, so peace out.